going on, YouTube? It's No Change, and I'm back for another commentary, and we are going to start off this episode 4 with a trade that I got offered from the 76ers. Aminu and Xavier Henry for Spencer Hawes and Darrell Wright. I'm going to end up accepting this trade because Darrell, and a pick, by the way. So this is a great deal if you ask me, because I have been having rebounding problems. And Darrell Wright and Spencer Hawes can help that a little bit, bring some good rebounding to the three positions. Spencer Hawes, a big 7-footer, because the Hornets has been pretty much undersized, for a long time now since the departure of Tyson Chandler. But I simulated a few games with this trade. Darrell Wright's first game as a Hornet leads us in scoring and rebounding. Go figure. Wow, what a great addition it seems like. And Spencer Hawes getting in there with a little bit of action too. Second game simulated, Spencer Hawes did what Anthony Davis couldn't do, which is get a double-double, which is exactly the kind of production that I want out of him. And we've gone 2 for 2 since I've gotten him. So we're going to play the Denver Nuggets in this game with this trade. We are 7-4. They're 6-7, trying to get to 500 with a win here in Denver. But he's an instant starter. So these are 2 instant starters, and they have picked up the offense or the playbook well. And they've just been doing their thing so far with us. So hopefully we can keep that going. And I got offered that trade, and I was just like, let me think. Darrell Wright, in terms of overall, is an upgrade. Spencer Hawes, Xavier Henry didn't really get any playing time anyway. So I saw him as expendable. And Spencer Hawes, like I said, a 7-footer that could help us rebound. And, look at that putback by Anthony Davis. So he's going to step it up as well a little bit, it looks like. But I thought that trade could really help us out, And Darrell Wright, not a bad scorer. And here's Spencer Hawes with the dunk, so he can get a few buckets, too. So, I just stutter like a rack at times right there. But I'm just excited about the trade and how it's paying off so far. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys wanted a blockbuster trade, but I was shopping around Eric Gordon, but I kind of made this trade early, so that way before the trade deadline, so I can see how it will work out, and if I have to make another trade during the trade deadline period or the trade deadline month. But Eric Gordon is missing wide open shots right now. We still hold the lead by 4 points, but Iguodala gets the and one. There were fouls all over the place in this game, and the refs were just crazy. And we are up by 1 point in the first quarter, and Austin Rivers gets the dunk. Like I said, who would have thought that he would be a dunker in this league? And that's what he's turning out to be on this 2K13. And Roger Mason misses that one. Williams gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Anderson for the 3. And we cannot write Ryan Anderson off, another productive big man that we have. So I think with that trade, going back to the trade, I think that trade instantly upgrades our big man core, our front court, because we have a 7-footer in Hawes. We got the young Anthony Davis, who is forever progressing. We have Ryan Anderson, a big man that can get out behind the 3-point line. And we have Robin Lopez, a solid rebounder, solid post defender. And who else do we have? I think that's it. But just a second ago, look at that foul. Look at that. Did you see that? I tried to strip him, barely tapped him, and that was a foul. And like I was saying, that really upgrades our front court, if you ask me. I didn't want to go for the blockbuster move yet. Around the trade deadline, I may trade somebody. So this isn't the only move I'll be making. And JaVale McGee just gets that ham dunk. But I'm just going to go back to the commentary now. Let me know what you guys think about the trade in the comments. I know some of you guys won't agree with it. And we also have him. Look at Hakeem Warwick. So I think we're going to be okay in terms of big men. And we still have Eric Gordon. And we still have Austin Rivers, Vasquez. So I think that's an upgrade, and not to mention Darrell Wright, a good defender too. And I didn't mention it, I don't think, but in the last episode of versus the Knicks, Aminu held Carmelo Anthony to 6 for 22. So I'm not gonna let you guys hear the halftime report this episode. I'm just gonna talk about the team and stuff. But I don't think Darrell Wright is that much of a downgrade in terms of defense. I think he can do that on a nightly basis as well. But we'll just have to see how it pays off. But as far as simulating, it's paid off a lot. We've had 2 wins. And in Darrell Wright's first game in the Hornets jersey, he led the team in scoring. So that's really good. So as of right now, it's paying off well, and we're on a win streak. So we're going to see if we can keep that going. And here's Spencer Hawes getting the and one. Brand new guy getting the and one. But I said I was going to go back to commentating the game, but that's what I'm going to do right now. I've been talking about the trade for like 10 minutes. But he converts this and one, and we go up by 5. Later in the third quarter, Vasquez kicks it out to Wright, and he is going to make that 3. He also can shoot a little bit too. And Iguodala's wide open for 3, and he's going to sink that one. Not that much of a shooter, but when he does shoot it on here, he can make those. But on the step back, Eric Gordon is going to miss that one. He's 3 for 10 right now with only 7 points in the third quarter. Here's Vasquez in the lane with the and one. Like I said, the refs are calling everything in this game. No type of remorse when it comes to foul. You can't even breathe on somebody this game, or you couldn't breathe on somebody or they would call a foul. But they were getting a little bit more than us. But here's Mason outside behind the 3. Makes that one on the assist by Vasquez. And we are up by 7 in the third quarter. And here's Gallinari just going to work on Spencer Hawes. Just got fried by Gallinari right there. But here's Fareed. Gets fouled on the strip. He will make 2, I believe. And here's JaVale McGee. He had about 4 or 5 dunks this entire game. And now we have finally lost the lead. And Austin Rivers is going to shoot this to give us the lead right back by 2 points. And now we're in the fourth quarter. This is where it gets crazy. Iguodala makes that one. So it looks like this is going to go down to the wire. And we are down. And there's another and one by Vasquez. So he's coming up big, which is another reason why I haven't started Austin Rivers yet. Because Vasquez has been playing his heart out, playing really good. And here's another foul on Austin Rivers, his 4th personal. And look, he's sharing what he thinks about that call to the ref. He's like, that's straight up BS. But he's humble, so he's not going to go too far. But here's Lawson wide open for 3, give them the lead by 4. With about 4 minutes left, Austin Rivers bringing the ball up, calling the offense, getting into the lane with the layup to bring our deficit to 2. And here's Hawes in the paint on a little Ty Lawson. This is an easy bucket, but no, he misses it. I'm not sure how 2K let him miss that. But they get back on a fast break, and Darrell Wright just gets dunked on by Chandler. So we're down by 4. We have to come back. Davis in the paint gets a foul called, so he's going to go to the line. Hopefully he can make both of these to cut our deficit to 2 again. There have been plenty of lead changes this entire game. So this is a close one. With 3 minutes left, we are down by 2. Now down by 4. Austin Rivers has the ball, kicks it out to Davis. Vasquez is open, finds Austin Rivers in the paint with a crazy opt out of the shot pass, is what I like to call it, and finds Davis in the paint for the bucket. And here's another foul. We're still down by 2. And look at the replay on this one. Where's the contact? Where's the contact? And that would make Austin Rivers only 1 foul away from fouling out. So if he makes this free throw, it'll almost be over. But he misses that one, and we still can't score. So we're down by 3. And Lawson is trying to cross over Davis, and he does. Wow. So we're down by 5 right now with 2 minutes left. Austin Rivers left open for the 3, makes it, so our deficit gets cut to 2 again. and Austin Rivers playing defense on Ty Lawson. And here is JaVale McGee missing that one, and he wasn't clutch right there. So here's Austin Rivers again finding Vasquez open for the mid-range. He misses it, but we foul him, and they're in the bonus now. So that's going to send Kenneth Faried to the line. So he has to make both of these so they can put the nail in the coffin for us. So he's going to make both. So we're down by 4 with 1 minute left. Austin Rivers is going to take this one down, trying to create some offense, trying to cross over. Gets open, finds Vasquez for the mid-range. That one would go down. So 19 points for Vasquez, down by 2. He tries to throw the alley. He misses it. Halls gets the rebound. He goes for the steal, and here's Austin Rivers with the windmill dunk to tie the game. So an assist to make it 2, and the windmill to tie it by Austin Rivers. Playing great. So can he come up clutch for us? Let's see. And right here, this is a funny possession right here. I actually pressed select. I had a brain fart because I tried to call a timeout because Gordon wasn't in the game. So I have a brain fart and I fouled him. So that was really stupid. So no doubt Ty Lawson is going to make both of these, but he misses one. So I call the timeout right here. Put Eric Gordon in. Austin Rivers going to take this one up, and we're going to see what he can do. Trying to cross over because he's been hot. Finds Eric Gordon wide open because the defender stepped up, and he makes the 3 to bring us up by 2. He had been off all game. And see, I kind of feel bad for this because JaVale McGee can't find anybody wide open, so he just holds the ball as time is going to expire. Takes the 3, and he misses it. Wow, I had a brain fart, and so did the computer, because, like, he just sat there behind the line. I know this has happened to you guys before, but he just sat there. He took the 3 trying to be the hero. I don't know if it was because the defense was good, or he just got nervous, or he was point shaving. I don't know. Great game. Austin came up big in the 4th quarter. So did Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon, like somebody commented today or yesterday, said, don't trade Eric Gordon because he's your only closer, which is true because he was hot. I mean, cold. I said how I wish he was hot, but he was cold all game. Came into the 4th quarter. I put my faith into him to make the game winner. And that's exactly what he did. Why? That's exactly why I put him in. Because Monty Williams, he took him out because he had been cold all game. And Austin Rivers was playing better with him and with Vasquez at point and Austin at the 2. But we moved Austin to the 1 and put Gordon in at the 2. And it came up big. Both of those players came up big in the 4th quarter. See, he only had 10 points, 7 points before that last shot, and it still went down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know the commentary was kind of crazy because I did it all in one take, but I still hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.